There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. We stay to state with Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Arkansas's head coach told me before the game, this running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Razorbacks ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. These two teams don't exactly love each other. Man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. In last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which guy, which team is standing last.
Simmons on the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying out to the left. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will now get its first chance with the football. We'll be seeing plenty of this guy, Sutton Smith. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, that always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, and it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
Running inside, it's Smith. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Jackson will throw. Got it on the outside, it's Platt. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hits inside, it's Smith. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the 1st down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Russell. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's a give to Hardy. He's past the marker. Now they've got a little room to work. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it in. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockwood. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Smith takes the handoff. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man down the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Takes a hit as he fires. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Jackson will throw. He's got it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll line up for a second down play. Just feeds the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing it. Down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back, and the offense coming out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Missouri wants to go fast.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They go play action with Simmons. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. 2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Going to try to get it himself. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Got the first down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying, because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
And the Razorbacks will try to pick it up on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Extending the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Throwing Simmons. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick give. It's Hardy. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Simmons. Look out. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. From the gun, it's Russell. Shakes off the defender. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this guy really has been a bell cow for his offense in this game. They are force-feeding him the football, and he's delivered. Now, after that last run, he's right at 100 yards rushing.
And the Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Turns it upfield. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Gets a hand in there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Jackson will throw. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up a touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, with a nice stop here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Simmons fires to the wideout. Working the middle. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Left side is Lee. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Mizzou will use its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Simmons to throw. Firing for the end zone. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 11 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Scarlet Knights, engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. And now over to your game in Fayetteville. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Well, guys, the Hogs head coach told me coming out of the locker room at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping.
Snags it, and there's running room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Rush is on. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Fires on the move. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Throwing Simmons. Right on target this time. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Simmons. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the kick is good. And, guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Running inside. It's Russell. Knocked down immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rid of it on the RPO. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Austin Simmons, a play fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end now in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. Complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Searching for space. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hits inside, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Fakes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the top 12 and the scoreboard and see how those teams vying for playoff spots are doing. We've swapped sides of the field and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Trying to establish the run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
One hand. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Here comes the offense on second down. Throwing Simmons. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He'll try to do it himself. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
What a clutch stop for this defense. You get in the 4th quarter, you got to make those plays, get the ball back to your offense in a position now to go take the lead in this ballgame.
Turning it on. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're all over it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the 2nd half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Here comes the heat. Finds his man. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Yet to get up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Simmons. Out wide left, it's Lee. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Finds his tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. On the return. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Straight ahead, it's Russell. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few 1st downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. He works his way past the 1st down marker, and that will put this one away. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season. But